Hello everyone, I am Chandan Yadav and I am doing MPA from Holmes Institute, and have a subject called corporate accounting, which constitutes of individual assignment, and it also has a presentation. So I am going to present my view on this individual assignment. First of all, the introduction. And the income statement is used for the analysis of the manner of how the business is efficiently able for the translation of expenses into the revenue. Total profit or loss generated by the company is not only something which is shown by the income statement. A statement of cash flow, on the other hand, is a statement which tells how much cash went into or moved out of the company during the specific time frame, such as quarter or an year. There is a need for wondering why there need of having such a statement, because the same sounds very familiar to the income statement, showing how much revenue was earned by the company and how much was moved out. Also, use of income statements and cash flow statement to investor, and the operating results like sales, expenses, profits, and losses are reported by the income statements. By making the use of this statement, the company past performance of incomes can be evaluated by the company, and the uncertainty of future cash flow can be assessed. The profitability of the company can be determined in an easy manner over time by the investors. The trend can be looked in the company spending and earning, because there is breaking down of individual revenue as well as expenses. Also, information on the earning per share is the another important features for the investor. When the company is not profitable, or if they change the profit from the year to year, an income statement helps in seeing in which direction the money is going. And we had like 3 different companies in this assignment. So the first company is like BHP Limited. BHP Limited is also called as BHP Billiton, is the company, the mining company of Australia, which is headquartered in Melbourne, Australia. The company was founded way back in the year 1885 and is a dual listed public company. Another company is Santos Limited, which is an Australian energy company, is the second largest independent oil and the gas producer of the country. The company was established way back in the year 1954, and Kevin Gallagher is the CEO of the company. And the last company is the Fantastic Limited. The Fantastic Limited is also an Australian-based company which is involved in the product development, manufacturing, as well as marketing, which are aimed primarily of the children. The agency brands are distributed across the Australia, and own brands have been developed which are distributed globally. And hence the source of the cash. The cash flow from operating activities of the company is the major sources of cash for the BHP Billiton for all the consecutive years. Further, in the case of Santos Limited, the cash flow statement for the year 2017-18-19 shows that major sources for the generation of cash is the cash flow for the operating activities. The cash flow statement of the Fantastic Limited has also been studied, and the conclusion which was drawn out is that the cash flow from financing activity is the major source of cash for the company for all 3 years. And there are uses of cash to the different companies. The BHP Billiton is making use of cash for making the investment in the property, plant, and equipment, while the Santos Limited is making use of cash for making the payment to the other supplier as well as employees. Huge amount of borrowing are being paid by the company. Payment of borrowing cost is being made, and for the procurement of oil and gas assets. And there is also repayment of the borrowing being made. The Fantastic Limited is using their major proportion of cash for making the payment to the suppliers and employees. They are also making the payment of the intangible assets, and their commercial bills are being paid by the company. And the trend of the cash flow from operation. The cash flow from operating activities has shown an increase in the year 2018 as compared to the year 2000, from US $16.84 million to US $18.461 million. And the same has the further reduced in the year 2019 to US $17.871. The cash flow from operating activity is showing an increasing trend in the CentOS Limited for all the 3 consecutive years, from US dollar 1.24 million in 2017 to US dollar 157.8 million in 2018 and US 246 million in 2019. Further, in the case of Fantastic Limited, the cash flow from the operating activity is low in the year 2017, that is US dollar 2750 million, which has increased manifold in the year 2018, that is US dollar 10182 million, and the same has reduced a little again in the year 2019 to US dollar 8030 millions. Cash flow from operation and net profit tax is that one. This has different clarification regarding all those different countries, all the different forms which has been mentioned in the assignments, and dividend payment covered by cash flow statement. This is this has also like all the different cash flow of all the companies mentioned in the assignments, which consist of BHP Billiton Company, CentOS Limited, and the financial strength. The cash flow statement of all the 3 companies provided show that they are having highly satisfactory cash flow statement. Although the BHP Billiton and CentOS Limited are having the negative figure of the cash flow in investing and the cash flow in financing activities, but the financial position of both the companies is stable. On the other hand, in the case of Fantastic Limited, the company is making very high payment to the suppliers and the employees, and no capital expenditure is being occurred by the company, which means that the company is not making any expenditure on purchasing, enhancing and maintaining their long-term assets, which is not the positive signs, as their proficiency cannot be boosted in the absence of same. So hence we have seen 3 different companies, so the best choice for this one would be the BHP Billiton company. And also in my assignment I have clarified that BHP would be best to choose the company. It is best because as in the BHP Billiton, the company is having high profitability. The payment to the creditors is also being made on the timely basis, and the working capital of the company is also high, so the lenders can easily invest in the company without any doubt in their mind. The payment of the interest and dividend is also made by the company on the timely basis, which is a positive sign. So thus, from all these 3 companies, BHP Billiton, CentOS Limited and Fantastic Limited, anyone can see that the choice of the company BHP would be the better. So this one conclude my assignments and the presentation as well. Thank you.